Many of you know that I'm from Hawaii, so I was excited as an article came up on my news feed the other day about the Shaka. It is one of Hawaii's most iconic and endemic symbols, representing a hello or what's up or it's cool. In fact, one of the coolest things that can happen to a person who comes to the Hawaiian Islands is to experience the Shaka for the first time, especially from a kama'aina or local. Why? Because it outwardly demonstrates friendship, compassion, respect, and an actual care for others in a way that represents that they view you as part of the ohana or family. In today's vernacular, it's like someone saying, I see you, and it shows the recipient that they are noticed and genuinely appreciated. But where did this gesture come from? There are a couple of different legends, but the most accepted by locals are validated by Hawaiian Airlines and Atlas Obscura. And according to the legend, the Shaka was first embraced by the locals in the early 20th century, and the story goes something a little like this. A man named Hamana Kalili was a worker on a sugarcane plantation in Laie on Oahu. He was a worker that fed sugarcane stalks into the grinding juicer that extracted the liquid gold from the canes. One day, he got his forefinger, middle finger, and ring finger caught in the machine, which ripped them off, and he was left with only his thumb and pinky. Due to this accident, the Oahu sugar mill for which he worked placed him in a new position as a security guard. While working in his new post, he would wave to all the school children as they passed by, but he could only use his two remaining fingers and the palm on his dominant hand. The school children quickly picked up on his gesture of goodwill, and wanting to make him feel accepted, they began waving in the same manner themselves with their three middle fingers tucked down to wave back to Hamana, and they also started to greet one another in the same way. This symbol was then adopted by surfers from the North Shore and locals alike as they greeted one another. And as they say, the rest is history, as this iconic greeting has been exported not only to the other islands, but also to the rest of the world. So why go through this today? Because the world needs more Shakas. In Matthew 9:36-38, it says of Jesus, but when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion for them, because they were weary and scattered, like sheep having no shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, the harvest is truly plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, pray to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into the harvest. We live in dark days. Many are weary and scattered, and indeed the harvest is truly plentiful. So this is where we pray. Lord, help us to see people as you see them and to love them as you love them. Help us to be compassionate and caring and let them know, I see you. Help us to meet them where they're at and share with them the good news of your great love for them and that you paid the penalty for their sin and they can be forgiven. Help us to let them know that even though the world has left them broken and injured, you and you alone can heal, forgive, and restore, and they can be brought into the family of God. I will end with one of my favorite quotes from Lilo and Stitch. Ohana means family, and family means that nobody gets left behind. And it all may begin by greeting somebody with a simple Shaka. This is Frank from Reasons for Hope. Aloha.